Of course, there's more issues to be ironed out. There's liability protection, state aid, a payroll tax cut, all of that on the table. Joining me now on all of this, economic advisor to President Trump, Steve Moore. Steve, I want to start with, I know that you're a fan of these payroll tax cuts. We've talked about it many times, but I don't get a feeling. My gut tells me it will not be part of the final package. Would that be okay?
No, it wouldn't. And by the way, I disagree with you, Charles. I actually think that there was good meeting yesterday. Everything I heard from the people who were in the room with Mitch McConnell and the president and vice president and Steve Mnuchin is that there was a kind of meeting in the minds that we have to do some kind of payroll tax to help directly encourage employment and directly encourage more hiring. So I do think that's going to be part of the package. And I also think, Charles, that there's going to be a real move by Republicans to lower that unemployment insurance benefit, which is now $600 a week plus normal benefits. Right. Republicans can't live with that. They think it's going to discourage the workers from entering the labor market in the fall.
So then what's the trade-off? What do Democrats get in return for those compromises?
Boy, that's a tough thing to, what the Democrats want more than anything is aid to the blue states and the blue cities. The teachers unions are asking, Charles, you ready for this? Over $150 billion of aid for schools. By the way, at the federal level, every year we spend about $50 billion a year on schools. So they want 3 times that amount. And I don't even get it, Charles, because half of the school districts say they're not even going to open up the school. So what are we spending $150 billion for? So I think there's a lot of fighting that's going to go on in these negotiations over the next couple of weeks.
So to that point, Steve, let's say school reopenings and states closing back down. Some seem to be willing to do it fairly quickly, like in California, and that they're going to be asking for the most money from the federal government. Yes. Should there be some sort of contingency, some sort of, hey, you've got to open your state, keep it open if you're going to take this money, and the money we give you, the additional monies for these schools have to go to safety so that schools reopen?
Well, let me deal with that second issue because it's the critical one. There's no question that what the president has been talking about and mentioned yesterday in that meeting, according to my sources, is we're only going to give money to school districts so that they can get the schools open. We're not going to subsidize them to keep their schools closed. And by the way, there is a lot of talk in the White House about some kind of voucher system where if a school district remains closed and parents want to send their kids to a school, which is about half the parents in the country, then they should be able to get maybe a $5,000 to $10,000 voucher from the federal government so they can go to a private school or a Catholic school or a Jewish school or even a makeshift school where you get parents together, 5 or 6 parents together and have a makeshift classroom because, you can't have a functioning economy if you don't have kids being educated.
Sure. Hey, let me ask you about real quick. We're winding down here, but Judy Shelton, it looks like, will likely be approved by the Senate for the Federal Reserve Board very soon. It wasn't long ago where there was nothing but criticism about her, the gold standard. A lot of Republicans came out against her. I was shocked to find out that not only was she still in the running, she may get the job. What's your thoughts on this?
Oh, she's going to get that job, and there's nobody better. I've known Judy Shelton since the Jack Kemp years, which was 25, 30 years ago. And she is a superstar. She is so needed on that Federal Reserve. Now, does she have some opinions that conflict with maybe what Chairman Powell and some of the others there think? Absolutely, she does. That's why she's needed, Charles. They need somebody who doesn't drink all the Kool-Aid there.
Well, she just moments ago, as we were talking, she was approved by the committee and now goes out to the wider Senate, and it looks like she will get that job. I say congratulations to Judy. She stuck to her guns, and you know what? You do need diversified thinking on the Federal Reserve. Steve, thank you very much, my friend.
Okay, you too, Charles.